Everything is about to go live. Check this out. This is the most recent secret window from the USDebtClock.org. Today's date is January 28th, 2024. And in today's secret window, we have old money versus new money again. Now, as we look at this $100 bill, we have to give credit where credit is due to Woodrow Wilson, who was the president at the time who created the Federal Reserve, which is not federal, nor does it have any reserves.
Nope.
And it's labeled as United States Federal Usury System. Usury is the legal action or practice of lending money at unreasonably high rates of interest, also known as a loan shark. And they are also legal plunder. They steal goods from a place or a person, typically using force in a time of war or civil disorder. Then we have the United Racketeers right here, who are the international money changers.
International Monetary Fund and the World Bank have been founded, just like the United Nations after World War II. Why? Mainly because after the war, everyone wanted peace. However, peace on an empty stomach is hard to maintain. So these two institutions were meant to help the economic stability of the world. Both of them are basically banks, but instead of being started by individuals, like regular banks, they've been started by countries. Most of the world's countries are members of the two institutions, but of course, the richest countries are those who handled most of the financing, and ultimately, those who have the greatest influence. The IMF and the World Bank were designed to complement each other. The IMF's main goal is helping countries which are currently in trouble and who cannot get money by other means. Perhaps their economy collapsed. Perhaps their currency is in danger. The IMF in these cases is kind of like a lender of last resort, who you go to when nobody else is willing to give you money. The World Bank, in comparison, has a more long-term approach. Its main goals revolve around the eradication of poverty, and it funds specific projects which help them reach these goals, especially in poor countries. Unfortunately, the reputation of these institutions has been dwindling, mainly due to practices such as lending to corrupt governments or even dictators and imposing ineffective austerity measures to get their money back.
And they work together to create a deflating currency that's in a form of a IOU.
Gentlemen, in exactly 5 days, we will be $100 billion richer.
And as you can see from the information right here, this currency is not the, let's just say, the healthiest currency on the market.
It's so bad!
Which after they print this currency, it becomes a debt, aka a bond. And whoever buys that bond receives an interest of anywhere from 3 to 20%. Unfortunately, it's unfunded and unpayable. And they done printed way too much money, and it looked like that they're exceeding their obligations to pay. But it's not all doom and gloom, because there is a solution. All the rumors where JFK was coming back, he definitely is. We're going back into USA Treasury certificates, where it's backed by baskets of assets and commodities. Remember, we have all this hidden wealth right here that can go into this asset-based currency. It will also include all those bonds that they can't pay, ultimately creating a wealth transfer to the new 1%. Absorbing all of this and putting it into the new treasury certificates, which will have a store value, a new unit of measurement, it's inheritant, it's verifiable, it has a limited supply, and it's anonymous.
Shut up and take my money!
Now, why do I say that it's about to go live? Well, if you're paying attention to blockchain technology, tokenization of real-world assets are the only way that this is going to be done. And not only besides that, this image right here came out on December 28th. 1 month later today, we have this image. Which, if you notice, the thorium seems to be activated. Yeah, that new energy right there. This was the image of the treasury certificate a couple days ago. It ain't no sample no more. JFK even signed it. And I understand that a lot of people are paying attention to the mainstream media, what is and what isn't going on at the borders, what their favorite sports team is about to do. But I'm doing the best I can to give y'all the information that they're changing the money. doing the best I can to give y'all the information because it's going to come down to a time and point when you're going to have to make that decision on your own.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
And at the end of the day, you cannot forget that we are the people. This is why it's very important to know what you hold. Let's go.